Hey, what's up everyone? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we have our very first knife review of the year. So today we're taking a look at this beauty right here. This is the Work Tuff Gear Mount Laguna knife designed by my buddy Jonathan Heffron from the YouTube channel Wingman115. Now, I have been testing this blade for 5 months already, and I gotta say I've grown to be quite a fan of it. Now, it did get me out of my comfort zone. Look at the thickness, the sturdiness of this little beast. You guys know that I generally tend to stick to a lot of very thin slicers, almost very delicate knives. And this thing's a little different from that. So once again, it was just something not in my usual wheelhouse. So it was fun to test out. And I gotta say, once again, I'm a big fan. So as always, we have several tests lined up and ready to go. So you can see this beauty in action, see how you feel about it. So as always, thank you for joining me. Let's get started. As you can tell right here on the blade, you can see the Work Tuff Gear logo, and beneath that is the Wingman115 stamp. Once again, he designed this blade. Now, this was made in Taiwan. The overall length is 8.25 inches. The blade length is 4 inches. The blade thickness is 0.196. I don't know what that means in layman's terms. I want to say it's about 3/16 of an inch, something close to that, definitely thicker than 1/8 inch thick. But once again, I don't generally deal with these thicker types of steels, these thicker types of blades, so I'm not sure exactly, but I'll annotate it down below what's the closest approximation. But it is a hefty blade. Now, the steel itself is Bowler K110. It does have a saber grind with a drop point, 90-degree spine. And check out this beautiful handle, red and black G10, very comfortable. It does have a bow drill divot right there, and the weight is 8.1 ounces. And it does come with a sheath. You saw it earlier, this awesome Kydex sheath. I'm not much of a Kydex guy myself, but I gotta say, this thing is perfection. It just slips in, really awesome. Look at that, zero give, zero rattle. This thing isn't going anywhere, but at the same time, it's not a pain to remove. So it's just that Goldilocks, that perfection right there. And it comes with this ulti-clip thing that you would attach on here, and that way you can have it on your belt. I gotta be honest, I don't carry this on my belt, so it generally just rides like this in my haversack or my backpack, and that way it just makes it sleeker without having some extra bulk right here. So works great, love it. Enough talk, time to get to testing. And as always, we begin with the good, solid one-stick fire. Now, this is a large, chunky piece of pine, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for this blade. So let's get started. Let's get this out of there. knife less than a minute apart. Look at this guy. So we caught this beautiful carp. It's gonna be tomorrow's dinner. Just time I clean it up. One slippery fella. And now for our next test, it's something you've never seen on this channel before because it frankly is knife abuse. We're going to be opening up this can of green beans with the knife. Now frankly, of course, you know, we were always preaching about being prepared, carrying a multi-tool in your haversack, a P38 can opener on your keys. But in a situation where you didn't have it and you needed to access food, this is a knife that I have complete confidence that it can be doing this. I've never done this before, so please bear with me. I'm going to be moving a little slow. I don't want to risk injuring myself or unnecessary damage to the blade already. So safety first. I'm going to use my gloves, put them on. All right, let's do this. First cut. Whoops, my bad. Whoop. Well, we got it. All right. Gotta eat your greens. There we go. Take a look at the blade. No dings at all. Now, realistically, this is gonna need a little bit of touching up. I can see a little bit of some shiny spots from the sun, but I don't see any damage whatsoever in terms of any chips, any dings, any dents, anything like that at all. And yeah, you would never see me doing this with my snake eater, with a Green River knife, anything like that. But we were able to access our food. Great stuff. So we just turned this guy around. I would say the coals were a little bit strong. As you can tell, it burnt this area. However, this doesn't matter. These are the scales. We're not going to eat those anyway. What matters is the meat on the inside, and that looks like it's cooking up beautifully. Almost forgot about our green beans. And very briefly, let's go ahead and do some knife comparisons. Let's go ahead and compare the Mount Laguna to my belt knife, the Wood Steel Knives Snake Eater. As you can tell, this is a far more slender blade. So because it's far more precise when it comes to slicing, for game processing, that kind of stuff, it's going to give up a lot of that endurance that the Mount Laguna has. So the Mount Laguna is definitely more of the utility, you know, a beater of a knife right here. And then let's just compare the lengths. It's a little bit shorter. And you already saw the width. Now let's go ahead and compare it to a knife that a lot of people already own, which is the Mora Garberg. Now, comparing the lengths here, the Garberg is just a little bit longer, and comparing the width, you can see right there. Now the Garberg is 1/8 inch thick. You can tell once again that the Mount Laguna is thicker than that. All right, so it's chow time. Now, carp is no one's favorite fish. It's no one's favorite choice of fish to eat. Neither is a can of green beans. But hey, in a post-apocalyptic world, this is a red lobster right here, okay? So you can't complain. All right, so we let it cool off a little bit. Check this out. You're able to remove the scales that cooked the fish. Look at that. Once again, it's not going to be, you know, like trout or anything, but look at that. Meat is ready to go. Not bad at all. This one tastes like trout. That's interesting. Not bad. Not gonna lie, I was not looking forward to taking this taste test, but this is actually pretty damn good. Now let's go ahead and give the green beans a try. They did start to boil. We just didn't film that because we were in a hurry to get over here. They're green beans. You know what to expect. But yeah, most definitely, bugs are already landing. But most definitely, we were able to acquire food. And yeah, I mean, look how soft this is just being removed from the bones. Look at that. You can see my seasonings right there. This might be the best carp I've ever had. Let's get a piece from down here. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! Well, that's about it for us, folks. I hope you enjoyed our review of the Work Tuff Gear Mount Laguna knife. I hope these testing methods really help get an opinion for you on what you feel, how you feel about this blade. We did some woodworking, batoning, feather sticking, starting a fire. We also, of course, did some game processing with the carp, also using the spine to break apart some scales and then opening it up. And then, of course, lastly, you know, some urban survival, the last of a zombie apocalypse situation, really pushing it in terms of abuse with opening a can. Now, once again, I would never suggest you doing that. If you have a multi-tool, if you have a can opener, go ahead and use the proper equipment. However, in an emergency situation where you may need to use one, this is a great exercise to see that this knife handled all these tasks beautifully. I mean, there is no chips, no rolls, nothing on there. Does it need to be honed? Probably. Once I get home, I'm going to clean this up and hone it right up so I can send it back to John nice and shiny. With that being said, big thank you to John from Wingman115 for sending this to us for testing. Apologize it took so long, buddy, but I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll have the link down below to worktoughgear.com so you can check this out if you want to purchase one. I can't guarantee it's going to be available at the time of viewing this video. They do make them in batches, so follow Wingman115 on Instagram or Worktough Gear, and they'll have updates, you know, when an upcoming wave of Mount Lagunas is coming up. And that's about it for us, folks. This definitely gets the seal of approval, particularly as a bug-out bag, emergency bag, get-home bag type knife. I think this would excel at that. But at the same time, you can use this for everyday carry or for camping. It's going to work as well. So that's about it for us, folks. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.